got a 99 Chevy Silverado 2500 pickup truck. Has like maybe 160,000 miles on it. And when I bought it about 6-7 years ago, the gas gauge didn't work. So finally, I didn't want to drop the tank because of all the rust in it. So I took the bed off and put a new fuel pump in the tank, and it was a GM factory fuel pump, and the gas gauge still doesn't work. So, kind of want to know where to go from here.
What testing did you do before you decided to go after all those rusty bolts and rip the box off? Because that's on a 99 Silverado can sometimes be no fun. It'd be worse if it was a Ford.
No, it wasn't fun. it wasn't fun. I didn't do much testing. I just kind of went. I'm not the greatest tech in the world, to be honest with you.
But you're willing to take on a project. You proved that.
Yeah. I had a big forklift, so I did have a way to get the bed off of there.
Well, there's an easy way to check that. In the back of that thing, you've just got 2 wires going to the top of that tank that send any signals anywhere, and then your ground. And that black wire back there is a ground. Sometimes they're different colors on those, but that one's black, and it goes over to the frame on the driver's side there, about 1.5 feet from that pump. That is
Can you get
to
your arms in there?
Oh, yeah. And if you can't, just cut the thing off, splice a new wire into it with some heat shrink, and then run a better ground, because that ground fails all the time on those because of the rust you have back
wow.
there.
How simple is that?
Well,
he really wants to hear this now, Russ.
That
After
could do it.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to test it first. Unplug that tank wire. Just reach up over the top of it. Easy, right? Between the drive shaft and that tank, you can reach up over the top, but I'm sure you can get it unplugged. If you unplug it and look at the wiring diagram, you got a purple and gray wire in there. And if you ground out that wire with the key in the on position, the fuel gauge is going to go to pass full if the wiring's working.
Okay.
And it'll go past full with it unplugged. With it grounded, it's going to go past empty. So that's one way to tell. If you hook up to the wrong wire and the key is on, you think you got power from the fuel pump, but you don't after the key's been on for about 3 seconds. So you're safe for testing there. You're, at the worst case, you hook up to the wrong wire, ground, it doesn't do anything because the key's on and there's no power being sent back. But with it grounded, it's going to go to empty. With it ungrounded, it's going to go past full. So if that gauge sweeps like that, you know you've either got a ground problem back there or a thing. Now, what's the gauge read now that it's broken?
It 99% of the time it just sets on E.
Okay, if it's sitting on E, that means your ground is fine because it has to have a ground to go to E. So your ground is working. Okay. Unplug it, see if it goes to full. If it does, the problem's in the sending unit. And guess what? You get to take it back out. Or just keep the tank full.
Yeah. At least it'll come apart easier this time.
Yeah.
And you shook all the rust out that that's laying on the floor.
It's either second time. It's even easier than that if you get a Sawzall out and just cut a small hole in the top of the bed and put a patch over it.
Oh, I thought of that.
Might as well.
We see a lot of trucks come in where they've cut it and then they just flap it up and then tack it back down again. Makes it a little, if it's a farm truck or whatever around here, you just got to make it work. You got to do what you need to do.
Weld it right over that tank. It's a great place.
I'd probably cut it on the wrong side. All right. Hey, thanks.
Tom, thanks very much for the call. Good luck.